Good day, everybody. Welcome to Intellipaat, Informatica Cloud Data Integration. Let's get into a few points, which is going to introduce Informatica Cloud Data Integration to you. The agenda for today. We'll look into what is Informatica Cloud, the architecture, Informatica Cloud components, use cases, hands-on demo, and further learning. Introduction to Informatica Cloud. Now, Informatica is an ETL tool, extract, transform, load tool. We extract sources from various databases, from various locations. Data sources are fetched, transformed as per requirement, and loaded into various other platforms. Informatica Cloud, it's an on-demand cloud integration and ETL platform for connecting applications and data. It is the cloud-based power center which delivers accessible, trusted, and secure data to facilitate more valuable business decisions. We have Informatica Power Center, which is an offline tool which can be downloaded, installed in your local system to proceed with the ETL work, where Informatica Cloud is completely a cloud-based power center to perform the ETL work. If we are using a cloud data warehouse, such as AWS Redshift, Azure SQL Data Warehouse, or Snowflake, then Informatica Cloud Data Integration Solutions improve the overall performance, productivity, and extensive connectivity to cloud and on-premises sources. We fetch data from various clouds, transform and load into different platforms, or let it be just a simple flat file using Informatica Cloud Integration Services. Informatica Cloud offerings. So we have cloud integration, which allows us to migrate data. It has various transformations, as in to filter data as per requirement. We have the source qualifier transformation, sequence generator transformation, multiple transformations, using which we transform the data and load into data warehouse or data mart, which are used for further reporting and analysis purpose. Architecture. So here we have Informatica Cloud, and we have the data which is present in various clouds, as in AWS, Salesforce, and many more. We work on premises, for which secure agent is required to establish a successful runtime environment. Yes, secure agent is used to connect on-premise data with applications. It is installed on a local machine where we work, where we perform the ETL and process data locally and securely under the enterprise firewall. Components of Informatica Cloud. Informatica Cloud, it's a browser-based application that runs at the Informatica hosting facility. It allows us to configure connections, create users, run, schedule, and monitor tasks. We can also add connectors as per requirement in order to establish connections from various clouds and databases to proceed with our ETL work. Informatica Cloud Hosting Facility. It's a platform to run the Informatica Cloud application. Hosting facility is used to store all logs and information of an organization. It is put in the Power Center repository. Informatica Cloud Application. Applications can use to perform tasks such as data synchronization, validation, and data replication. Informatica Cloud Secure Agent is installed on a local machine, as we just now discussed, that runs all tasks and provides firewall security and the organization. When the secure agent runs a job, then it connects with the Informatica Cloud Hosting Facility to access task information. It can connect directly and securely to sources and targets. It can also transfer data between sources and targets and perform any additional task based on the requirements. So it allows us to securely fetch data from different sources, especially cloud databases, perform the necessary transformations on the data, cleanse the data, filter, aggregate, and all the multiple transformations that we have, and finally load the data into the respective targets. Use cases of Informatica Cloud. Data synchronization, cloud application to cloud application, on-premise application to cloud application. We have various ways using which you can synchronize your data to cater your requirements. System maintenance tasks performs create, update, delete operations, bulk pulling and loading data to third-party systems or applications. You can use SED type 1, type 2, type 3 to either replace the existing data in your target with new data from the source, or you can update the data with historical data in your target files. Data replication, copy data sets, backup or warehouse data. Mappings, process to extract, transform and load data from multiple sources to multiple target. We call this task as a mapping. We map the fields, we map the metadata from the source files. If we have multiple source files, we have joiner transformations, or we can directly use SQL queries to join multiple sources. Apply transformations on the metadata. You can create new fields, you can split an existing fields, concatenate fields, create new fields with user-defined functions or already existing functions, and then map the metadata with transformations into the target file. Monitoring. The activity log is used for all successful and unsuccessful jobs. The audit log is used for all events by users in an organization. The dashboard summary is used for tasks, availability, and data processing. The activity and the audit log gives you where, if the task fails, where or what is the issue because of which the task or the workflow has failed, with which you can rectify and proceed your workflow and tasks. Development. Data synchronization tasks are ETL-based tasks. We can load the data from a source to a target with the help of data synchronization and provide some transformation during transfer. We have multiple transformations, as I told you, available to transform the data as per your requirement. We have Informatica Cloud. Development is divided into data synchronization, tasks, and mappings, right? And then we have the data synchronization. And finally, once you connect your data, once you fetch in the data into Informatica Cloud, you'll have to create mappings and tasks, which tells us, which gives us the flow, as in how data from your source file is going through the transformations and finally loaded into the target files. In Informatica Cloud, reporting is divided into activity log and activity monitoring. The activity log is responsible for generating a summary report of all successful and unsuccessful executed jobs. Activity monitoring is responsible for creating a list of all currently running jobs. Each job is listed along with starting date or time, as well as the rows processed. So you will anytime be able to refer to the number of rows loaded from your source file. After transformation, what is the number of rows loaded into the target file? So if you miss out any particular row, you can easily monitor that using the activity monitoring log. Each process is provided with information such as date, time, status, success rows, error rows, and error messages. User can drill down into each job and download a session log that contains execution information details at the logging level. Demo. Let's move into a small demo session where we have a sample data in an Oracle database. Let's connect the database. Let's fetch the database, which is acting as a source, into Informatica Power Center. We'll perform a few basic transformations, and then we'll see how that can be loaded into a target file. The same thing can be done in Informatica Cloud as well, right? Let's go through a simple demo in Informatica Power Center, and then we'll get into the interface and environment of Informatica Cloud. So before we start working with the ETL process, before we start fetching in the data, we will have to establish a connection between server and client. Now, Informatica Power Center is performed on a local machine where we install the server as well as the client on the same local machine to proceed with our ETL work. So every time we try connecting our data with Informatica Power Center, we will have to establish a connection with the server, Informatica administrator, which is the server. We will have to establish a connection. We will have to enable the Power Center repository service and the respective Power Center integration service. Yes. Then we will have to move into our Power Center designer, where we have the repository, which is already enabled in an Informatica server level or administrative console. We'll have to establish a connection with the admin console, after which we'll be able to get into the folders from where we can start fetching in the sources. For example, I have a few already created folders. Once you get into any folder, you'll be directed to the source analyzer, target analyzer, mapping designer, maplet designer, and transformation designer. These are the 5 major components present in the Power Center designer. Source analyzer is where we fetch the sources from different locations. Let it be a relational database, let it be a data from a cloud, or just a simple flat file locally in your system. So just click on sources. Let's import from an Oracle database. We will have to establish the connection between Oracle and Power Center designer. And let's connect it to a user in my Oracle database, from where you can fetch your tables and drag in the source into your source analyzer. So this is the metadata. We have all the column names, all the field names with the respective data type. This is our source analyzer from where we fetch in the sources from different locations. Next, you can either use an already available target table where data can be updated, or you can create a new target. Let's clear all. This is where we have the target designer. You can create a new flat file where the transformed data can be loaded, right? Let's call it as my target, and it is of a flat file format. So here we have our flat file You can give in the column names as per your requirement. Let's have some 2 to 3 columns. Let's have employee ID, employee name with the respective address details. Yes, let's move into the target designer and we'll add 3 columns. Employee ID, employee name, and full address. Yes, employee ID is of a number data type, whereas we have full address, let's have a precision of 30. Yes, and I have my employee ID, which can act as primary key. Yes, so depending on the transformations, you will have to decide your primary keys. You can also have multiple primary keys. So this is our source, and here we have our target file. And the next step is to get into the mapping designer, where we'll have to create a new mapping. Now, this is where we create the flow. We create the mapping. We have our source file. Just drag and drop your source file with the source qualifier transformation. Yes, so here we have our source file. And then let's make a simple expression. Let's concatenate address 1 and address 2 into one single field called full address. So here we have the list of transformations. You can make use of any of them. And right now we are moving into the expression transformation. Just select all and map all the fields to the expression transformation. And then let's add in a new field, or we call them as ports when it comes to Informatica. Let's add in a new field called full address, which is just the output port for which the input is received from address 1 and address 2. I'm sorry, address 1 and address 2 are the input ports. The output is sent to another port called full address, right? Let's have the precision to something around 30. And let's use the simple concat function. You have the list of functions over here. Concat. I'm planning to add in my address 1 and a small hyphen or a small separator between the two. And then let's have address 2. So let's validate. Okay, so concat of concat. Okay, I just missed out a comma over here. Yes, it says expression passed successfully, right? Click on, okay, so here we have one simple transformation that we've used in this case. And finally, we have our target file, which is to be dragged and dropped into our mapping designer. Now, out of all these fields, we're just planning to have employee ID, employee name with full address. As you notice, full address has no input port, whereas address 1 and address 2 has no output port. Let's just drag in full address and drop it right next to it. So that's it. We've created a mapping successfully. We have our source files. We've transformed. We've made a simple transformation, just a simple expression transformation where we've concatenated 2 fields into one single field, and then we've loaded the data into our target file. Yes, now let's save the mapping. Just Control plus S. We've saved the mapping. Next step is to get into the workflow manager. This is where we create tasks and workflows. Yes. So first let's get into the task designer. Let's clear all. I'm creating a task which is mapped with the mapping that we just now created. New mapping. Yes, so we've successfully created a task. Next, let's get into the workflow designer. We'll create a workflow. Let's name it as, okay, right? Click on, okay. Yes, so here we have our workflow. And then when you look into sessions, we will have to just refresh it. And okay, let's just get into, okay. So let's just add in our task, right? So I hope this is my new task. Let me just check it once. And then you will have to just link your task, okay? Right, so let's get into the designer and new mapping. We have our mapping that's created. We've saved it. And then once you get into the workflow monitor, you just have to create your task and finally start your workflow. Yes, before you start your workflow, you have to make sure you've mapped your sources and targets accordingly, right? After which your workflow will get generated and you'll have the target file in the specified folder. You can get into your local system, copy the path of any folder within which your target is to be saved. Yes, so this is the basic process that we normally do in Informatica Power Center within a local machine. The same step can be done, the same process can be done in Informatica Cloud as well. So let's just log into Informatica Cloud and let's go through the environment. Informatica Cloud login. You'll have to create your account, sign up with a user ID, username and password. Log into Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services, where you have different services as in administration, data integration, monitor, application services, application integration services. You'll have to get into the administrator service, establish a connection, and then move into data integration service, where we perform the same ETL work in Informatica Cloud Integration Service. Yes, now moving into the administrator, you will have to have a cloud secure agent, a successful runtime environment. As we went through the slide, we are supposed to have a cloud secure agent to establish a successful runtime environment. And after which, we'll be moving into the data integration service, where we can successfully create mappings as per our and transform the data as per our requirements. So this is our Informatica Administrator service, where we have connections that can be created, time environments that are to be successfully established for a successful connection. And then we'll be moving into our data integration service, where mappings from source to targets are created with successful transformations. Yes, so finally, moving on to our support team member who will explain you more about the sales.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rahul Sharma. I'm one of the senior course advisors here at Intellipaat. So I hope today's session for you was fruitful and you had a lot to learn in this session. So I'm here to tell you more about the training that we provide for Informatica by Intellipaat. So talking about us, we are in this industry since 2011, and till now we have a learner base of more than 6 lakhs learners on our platform. And currently, we are having our presence in more than 53 countries around the world. And we are providing trainings to not only individuals, but as well as corporate. More than 200 corporate clients we are having as of now, wherein we have provided trainings to. So right now, I have unmuted all the participants. In case if you are having any question, you can ask. Rajesh is saying not audible. If Hemant, am I audible?
Yes, Rahul, you are audible.
Oh, yes, you are audible. You're good.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. So, talking about the training that we provide for Informatica, it has the trainings, all the trainings that have been provided by Intellipaat is live trainings that we provide, wherein you can speak to the teacher, you can ask the trainer then and there whatever question you have. So, two-way interaction is provided to our participants when you join our training for any of the courses which are there in the market, any of the ETL tools or the BI tools we are covering, which are prevalent in the domain as of now. So the training for Informatica that we are having, it is also an online training, and it is going to be a live training sessions on Saturdays and Sundays from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. The total duration for the Informatica training that we are having is 42 hours. 42 hours of instructor-led sessions would be there. Along with that, we also understand that most of us like to recapitulate whatever we have learned. We like to do our own self-study as well. So to support our learners for their own self-study, we provide them not only the e-learning video material, that is the self-paced videos of 42 hours, but also we help you with PDFs and PPTs. So as to make sure that all the material which is required for a person to learn the particular domain, the particular technology, we help them out. Also, one question arises, okay, fine, if I'm able to ask the questions to the teacher then and there on the weekends, I can interact. But what if I am having a doubt during the weekdays? So for that, we also give you a 24/7 round-the-clock support facility. As I mentioned, we are having our presence in more than 53 countries around the world. So we are having our round-the-clock support services available to all our learners. So whenever you are studying, feel free to reach out to us over phone or over mail, and we'll help you out with all your queries that you are having. Okay. Now, the curriculum that you see for Informatica, it has been designed in order to clear the certifications as well. Once the training is done, you would also be given an Intellipaat course completion certificate, as you can see on my screen right now. And along with this, you would also be prepared for the Power Center Developer Certification of Informatica also. Talking about the course curriculum, you can come and you can see on this page on your screen, we start from the very scratch of the data warehousing, cleansing concepts and all. We teach you how to install, how to configure the system. Everything we teach you from the very scratch. As I mentioned, since the training has been designed in order to clear the Power Center certifications, we had to cover each and everything which can make a person ready for the certification exam. In case if you're having any question, feel free to stop me and ask. Okay, so going ahead, we understand. I see most of us, whenever we are, trying to upskill or we are looking forward to learn something new. Definitely, we are having this in our mind that okay, what would be the return if I'm investing my time and money over something? Many of you are having different objectives. You are preparing for maybe any job opportunity in your own company, or you are trying to move forward in your career, and that is the reason you want to learn something new. So what we do is that we provide personalized attention to all our learners. So from the day one, from the very scratch, the moment you interact with Intellipaat, first of all, we see how many years of experience you have, on what all technologies you have worked till now. And accordingly, we help our learners what would be the best possible tool to choose, or what would be the best possible technology to choose and learn, which can help you personally in your own career. Everyone is having a different profile, and accordingly, our course advisors, they help our learners in choosing the right course which could be the most beneficial to them. So here, in case if you are having any question, if you are having any doubt that okay, what should I be doing, or in case if you want any assistance, feel free to reach out to us. Or if you want, you can reach out to me directly. I'll just write down my email address in the chat box here. So you can drop your resume to me. We can have a phone conversation, and accordingly I can help you out to choose the best possible course. And also, in case if you want to know more about the trainings that we are providing, you can reach out to me on the given email address, or you can drop me your phone number. I'll give you a call back also. So in the training, as I mentioned, we would be helping you out with e-learning video material, PDFs and PPTs. Along with that, it is very, very crucial that whatever we are learning, we are able to deploy that in a real-time environment. So for that only, we provide you real-time projects, which make sure that whatever you are learning in this training, you are able to perform the work on your own or not. So herein we go through all the work that you are doing on the projects. Accordingly, we help our learners. In case if you are lagging behind in some of the topics, then again, if extra classes are also required, we provide that free of cost. In case if, for example, if you started the training, in between something happened, you couldn't finish the training, you need not to worry. You can come back to us and take our entire training all over again for free. So we provide all our services to our learners for entire lifetime. For example, if you have installed or if you have taken that training of Informatica, and after some time there are certain new upgradation in the future versions of the tool, then again whatever upgradations which are there, we accordingly update our content, and always you will be having the updated content with you. Even if you log into our portal after 1 year or so, you can again check and you can again take our entire training all over again for free. So this is one of the key features of Intellipaat, wherein we help our learners for their entire lifetime. So as you can see, for online classes, every week we are starting a batch on Saturdays and Sundays. As you can see on my screen, the timing would be from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. And the course fee, which was earlier 20,000, right now we are providing with a discount, and we are giving it for 18,000 rupees. Along with that, for people who are enrolling today, for them with the online classes, we are providing the e-learning video material for free, which is worth 12,000. Okay, so I have a question from Bipin. Do you provide Informatica MDM and Informatica ITQ training? Bipin, yes, we do that. Please, I'll contact you. We are having your details. I'll give you a call maybe tomorrow and let you know about the training courses. Or else you can drop me a mail stating what would be the best time to speak to you. Either today or tomorrow, we can have a discussion over the phone. Others, if you're having any questions, feel free to write down in the question box, or you can unmute yourself and we can have a conversation here. Okay, so I have a question. Do you help in job opportunities? Okay, yes, we do. What we do is that, as I mentioned, we are in this industry for the past 9 years. It's almost a decade now, and we have already provided trainings to a lot of corporates. So they understand, they see the methodology of our training, and they believe in the methodology of our training. As what we do is we train their own employees also to make them ready for the projects they are getting. So in case if there are vacancies, they used to let us know that, okay, in case if you're having some learners, please let us know and please refer them to the companies. So right now what we are doing is that for all the learners who are interested in making a career, or they are looking out for job opportunities, you can drop your resume once the training is done, and then we would be helping you out with the job requirements. We are having our own job portal also. So these job opportunities, if you ask me what are the sources of these job opportunities, then I must tell you that these are our corporate clients to whom we have already provided training in the past, and we are aware about the requirement which has been given by them, and herein we are helping our learners also to avail such opportunities. Okay, in case if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a mail on rahul.sharma@intellipaat.com. I have mentioned my email address here in the chat box. I'm also mentioning my phone number in case if you want to reach out to me, you can speak to me directly. You can give me a call on this number. Okay, Dilip is having a question that he has already enrolled and at present he's learning Tableau with us. And you were told Informatica also would be covered with other BI tools. Do I need to enroll separately? Dilip, it depends on what course you have enrolled for. For example, if you're taking our BI Masters training, then in that training, we help you gain the expertise of all the tools which are prevalent in the market, which basically helps a person to increase their spectrum of landing upon a job opportunity. So there are multiple courses, and accordingly, the curriculum of different courses are different. So if you have enrolled for our BI Masters course or BI Architect course, in that course for sure would be covering this as well. So you need to check once with your learning manager; he would be helping you out here. Or else, if you can drop me your email address, I'll check and I'll revert you back the link. All right then, thank you so much for joining in today. In case if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me on my email address and phone. I'll help you out. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul, for joining in. Thank you all for listening in today. Like Rahul said, if you have any queries, you can also call him on the number, or you can also mail to him on the email address mentioned on the chat. So thank you all for joining in. Have a great day ahead, and goodbye.